I'm here to share my observations about my recent trip to Israel. That trip for us as Hispanic journalists representing all of the Americas revealed truth. My experience as a Latino in this case, or a Cuban from Miami, and the experience of every other ethnic and religious group is not the same as the Jewish experience. Throughout history, the success of the Jewish people has caused others to target them. Now think about that. Being targeted for being successful. You're doing good. I don't like that. That's different. That is a differentiator. Abe went from being my toughest critic to becoming my teacher and my friend. The first person to take me to task was ironically also the first person to lend me a hand. And we were kind of arguing back and forth, Abe and I. And I almost thought at that point that I may have trumped him. Abe looked at me, you know Abe, threw up his hands, and he took his hand and wiped it across the front of his face, and he spoke 4 words. You don't get it. On this political debate about how to solve the Middle East conflict, one point is certain. Israel has a right to defend itself both against lies and propaganda and against rocket attacks. I do wish that our coverage of Israel reflected more of the reality that I saw there for myself. I mean, how about just a complete picture of what's going on in Israel? There are so many experiences I take away, but perhaps the most poignant for me occurred on the Sabbath. We were taken to an Orthodox family celebrating Shabbat. Nothing was blaring, no TV, no radio, no laptops, no appliances going at full guilt. It was prayer, it was contemplation, and it was sharing. And it brought me out in ways that I never imagined. I shared my own pain, my own guilt because of what I'd gone through over the last year, which has been hard on me and on my family. And I learned that in seeking the forgiveness of others, I have to also forgive myself. I learned a lot in Israel, but what I learned most of all is that Israel is more than a place on a map. Israel is here. Israel is its people. Israel is in this room. And each and every one of you has opened your hearts up to me. And you know what? I thank you for it and will never forget. Thank you. Seriously.
Amigo, you get it. You know what? It makes it all worthwhile. It makes it all worthwhile. Thank you.